Going back a little bit, BL, with you being around everybody from Drama, Cannon, Uzi, all these different people, do people be coming up to you with, well, CDs ain't a thing no more, but back then when it was people coming up to you like, yo, can you get my CD to your man or something like that? And have you ever like actually played that shit and was like, oh, it wound up being somebody? Like, yo, this is good music. So somebody.
Early on, and anybody coming up, especially like in the music space, A&R space, always give somebody a listen, because that could be that CD that you receive. You see how Max said they threw her, I think, her thought, but it could that could be the next Chris Brown, that could be the next Michael Jackson, that could be the next Jay-Z. Right. So I never, I would collect sometimes maybe like 10 CDs at events. I wouldn't go home and listen to every single song. You got those first 15, 20.
This shit better hit.
If it hit, it'll catch me. But I always lended my ear to music because, like I said, you never know what you got, man. You never know. I remember, and he tells this story. J. Cole used to sit outside of, I don't know if it was Sony Studios and then Puff Studios like that. But I think it was Sony. He used to sit on that block. Okay. J. Cole used to sit on that block just to give out his CDs. And he bumped into Jay, and I think Jay, however that happened, but I see those guys all the time outside of these spots, like, you know, passing out this CD. And I always, me and my pop always talking about, yo, always give a listen. You never know what that is, you know what I'm saying? Right. Always give a, you ain't never too good to give a listen, man. Right. That's what you hear, that's what you do, right? Mm-hmm. Give a listen, see what it is.
Give a listen, man.
Yeah, I always try to do that.
Have you actually gave somebody a listen, they wound up becoming somebody?
Yeah. Like I talked about, my man, Good Shooter brought me Young Thug. And I played it, and I was like, oh, this shit sound right. And I played it for Drum. And Drum was familiar with it a little bit already. Okay. But he didn't bite. Okay. Ooh, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh, that's one he'd leg it away.
Another one was Cardi B got our studio, and I think I forget how that happened, but I didn't, honestly, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't think Cardi would be as big as she was. I didn't know she would be this big, but I saw her personality, what it could be, and then I felt like she could pull it off. So we had that conversation. He was like, nah, this is like, I think Ron felt like it was more like a couple people, like Love and Hip Hop TV, that kind of thing. It's gonna stay there. It's not gonna do nothing else.
Yeah, I feel like she's been the most successful one on, I guess, from reality. Damn, is she the most successful person to come from reality TV? That you came from that.
I don't know, but she beat the odds like a motherfucker.
Her deal was she came in like under the radar, no real money, cracked them, did well on the show, and then cracked them for the back. You feel me? So she definitely did her thing with that.